Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Memo bibiara kwaba eba PENDREAM TV. Say we are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video and share ma for so ensa enkebi. Now finally MPP Ekoto Aba Eyi Dr. Bawumia to lead the MPP in the upcoming 2024 election. Information and as I said just this week and obelanche ne campaign. Eno and Johnnie Hughes ato SMB amane MPP amanyokuno. Ya what I say Dr. Bawumia ewo policies bia or the beboa o my Ghana efano economy security and afinso no Ghana impuntua Fambrass is here that this is the time we need it. Man and trying to be the president of the Republic of Ghana. Ansana or the enemapa abua or my Ghana. And some way, ne and some hold will be Johnnie Hughes edia tuja. My person will become home. They are kuti and some Johnnie Hughes eka. Ansana yebekono. PENDREAM TV ewo platform my friend of PENDREAM FM. Ehono yaji wadrintre efa ensema ekoso ewo o my Ghana. Send a message efa number ya eda o screen so no. Yebe publish ama amansan atewonka. Number ni 0277-128-777. Kame ho na yetie ensema Johnnie Hughes edituja.
This morning there are a couple of issues, but first if you know a gentleman called Mr. Augustine Pobi of ABS, their roofing company. Augustine Pobi of ABS, their roofing company. Just say good morning to him on my behalf. I'm monitoring one or two things. The documents are ready. By the time I'm wrapping up and I've not heard anything positive because there's a court matter that he has decided not to play ball after agreeing and signing to many things. I'm monitoring one or two things. So if you know a man called Augustine Pobi, it's a young man, ABS, they're into roofing, say good morning to him from me. Now, yesterday, I had occasion to speak about the Vice President of the Republic, Dr. Bawumia, and ask questions. And when I asked the questions, the reactions that I got were the usual. So you ask questions, the questions are not answered, but rather people find it appropriate to insult and attack you, and you have people looking on. It's okay. It's part of what some people do in order for them to be recognized within the political landscape. But as journalists, we are never perturbed because we will continue to ask the questions. Now, for every period that a mandate is giving, the mandate is given for 4 years. So this current mandate that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo had, which campaign theme was for more to do more, and which campaign was waged in 2020, will end in 2024. In fact, 2025, the 6th of January 2025, because on the 7th, we will have another leader. It could be Dr. Bawumia, it could be John Mahama, it could be Alan Tremantin, it could be Cheddar, it could be anybody at all. So between now and then, when we have a new leader, the leaders of this country remain Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for more to do more, and then Dr. Bawumia, the economic waste kid. So if there are any questions regarding the economy, regarding security, regarding health, regarding education, regarding the well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana, it will go to them because they are still at the helm of affairs. Never mind that the president has told us when some 10 people within the MPP wanted to came out to contest for who will become the flag bearer of the party, he told us that the next president after him will fix the issues. He said it. So the president literally has checked out. Maybe that is why the vice president may be taking a cue from him. And also, after we asked the questions, we saw the flyers out there. And the flyers are talking about the fact that the vice president will be launching his campaign on the 7th of February. That's sometime next week. And in launching the campaign, we're told that there are bold solutions that the vice president will enumerate and tell us about. And those bold solutions are for the future. Maybe he's taking a cue from his boss. But if there are any bold solutions that the vice president has, those bold solutions are needed now. If there are any bold solutions that the vice president has, which he will come and speak to us about. We needn't him to come and be telling us about those solutions. We need the solutions to be on the ground. Agrone from onfa from non-fanye juma na gananya from. Because right now we are going on to another tax, the emissions tax. And I've seen a lot of my good friends trying to do a breakdown. Some say, oh, even 0.42 pesos. So really, what kind of fair increment? Fuel prices this morning, I'm told, will go up again marginally. But we have gold for oil. It's supposed to be stabilized. But then we know what it is. And then the conversation about suddenly, oh, we have brought fuel prices down. Who took it to the 18, the 20, 20-something cedis for 1 liter? Who took it there? Even now, with what we buy per liter, it's more expensive than what the whole gallon used to cost, which we said that was too expensive. But the president said when he comes, he will reduce those ones. Electricity, from taxation to production, is now doing from taxation to taxation, and even more taxation. So those are the things that we would want the vice president to come and tell us about, because there are tapes that we have of things that he said then, not things that he wants to do, things that he said then and things that are happening now, and what his professional viewpoint is about those things. Because he is supposed to be the leader of the economic management team. What a solid economic management team. He said that.
Johnny Hughes, HSA, you can tag him to be an NDC man. Because they say, and Sema Okano is in favor of the NDC Amanyukuno. And in the past, Emra former President John Dramani Mahama ete Ghana akunya kesi sono. And Sema na Okano was in favor of the MPP government. Now, or just that time, na Ghana for Afro Simpiene apa, and I say Ghana for so good former President John Dramani Mahama so say incompetence, mismanagement, and I think so amamu bone and ama Ghana atite apansam. Na and then say who raise any matter biana MPP for HSA external factors. Yeah, among person on budget tum say amamu bone mismanagement and I think so incompetence and ama Ghana atite apansam. Now, or just say MPP make reference to external factors be to say Russia-Ukraine war, COVID, and I think so other matters be who say irrelevant for them to rely on. Say that is what has brought Ghana to where we are today.
And so we will continue to ask the questions of him. We don't care what political clothing you decide to put us in. We don't care what you try to call us. In fact, there's a gentleman who has a Twitter page, a Twitter post that I screenshot about 2 days ago. Please put it up for me. A taxpayer. It's called the taxpayer on Twitter. He said something and it succinctly captured the mood. He said, before 2017, anyone who criticized government was a well-meaning Ghanaian and a citizen who wants the best for the country. Before 2017, anyone who criticized government was a well-meaning Ghanaian and a citizen who wants the best for the country. The government then was responsible for every problem in this country. All our problems were attributed to incompetence and mismanagement. Pastors and clergy rose to the pulpit and preached good governance and called out leadership. After 2017, anyone who criticizes government is not a Ghanaian but an NDC supporter who doesn't like the government. The government today is not responsible for any of our problems in this country. It's either Russia, Ukraine, COVID, or the NDC, or civil society organizations, or journalists. All our problems are external factors, but not incompetence and mismanagement. Pastors and clergy have all gone silent. It's really unfortunate to be a Ghanaian at this time, at this point, but Vim, keep it on. The PDS scandal, is it the doing of Johnnie Hughes and other journalists, civil society organizations, and others who are trying to put the government on its toes to be accountable to the people? The PDS scandal. The Japa deal scandal, is it my doing? Adjoa Safo leaving her post to go and be in the US and speaking to us through slangs, was it my doing? Henry Kwate also absent and 3 of them were put before Parliament. And Kennedy Japan, was it my doing? The chief of staff giving 124,000, we don't know if it's dollars or cedis, to Kennedy Japan, according to him, to lodge into the account of Adwoasafo Fidelity Bank account, as he himself said on Assassin Radio. Is it my doing? The allegation that gate fee of $20,000 was being collected at the presidency, is it my doing? The introduction of emissions tax, right, which is in the interest of the environment, as we are told. But then the destruction of our forest reserves and the galamsey that is happening, that is even much more dangerous and killing people and ruining our lives and raping the environment. Is it my doing? When you ask the questions, they always say it's external. So I always use this analogy that if you have given, come to me please, if you have given somebody ingredients to prepare jollof rice for you, and you have given them everything they need, stove and gas and everything they need to prepare the food for you, and then they prepare the food and the food goes bad or the food doesn't turn out well, they will blame the fire, they will blame the saucepan, they will blame the kind of rice, they will blame oil, tomatoes, everything, but the person who cooked it will never be blamable. That is how this government is. And the gentleman on Twitter put it there right succinctly. Before 2017, I was a friend of the people in government. Mind you, around that time, my friends in NDC were also suggesting that, oh, I hated them so much, I am MPP. When Fadi Dabose was picked up for his opinions on what security had become in the country and the rest, how did I get a copy of Fadi Dabose's book? He came to sit in front of me in the studio. Well, not in the studio, the other one. We had conversations. Mustafa, who within the MPP didn't I have a conversation with around that time? Mary, Gitmo too. There were big issues that we used to talk about. And the government of the day was not in favor of that. They were not happy about it in most cases. But the difference is this: they won't go on social media to insult you. They won't marshal social media people to come and attack you. They will make a phone call to you and ask you why. There's a difference. And I've lived through it by the grace of God, practiced since Kufuor II up until this time. And after Akufo-Addo has left and gone, I will still be practicing. So the questions must be asked of our vice president. When he speaks to us, he should come and speak to us as the vice president of the republic. He used to hold town hall meetings. He used to, we brought www.delivery.gov. We used to tell about results fair. We want him to host some of those ones and tell us really about the economy. Has the vice president spoken about e-levy yet? The e-levy that's supposed to create jobs, the e-levy that was supposed to be used to pay contractors, the e-levy that is supposed to be ACOBAM that is supposed to fix everything. Has the vice president said anything about it? Because there's a Joy FM interview where he said those taxes are hurting. Under his watch as head of the economic management team, those taxes have actually been improved and some new taxes have been introduced. What would he say about it? We are not asking him to come and tell us about a new mandate, what he will do. What are you doing now? That's the question we are asking. We are not asking for a campaign launch. We are asking for him to continue to be vice president of the republic. And all his aides, some of who have gone through successful primaries and on their way to parliament, or some may lose, some may win, whatever, because the electorates will decide. They have to sit him down and tell him, Mr. Vice President, keep your eye on the ball, keep your focus on the job. When people take on roles and responsibility, they must be held accountable. And lately, I've also noticed people who live outside the country, who have Ghanaian ancestry or Ghanaian origin, they live outside the country. They have run away to go and live there. They have a working bus system, not like our collapsed Ayalolo. They have a train system, not like our botched train system and sky train thing that never saw the light of day. They have access to credit. They don't see the potholes. They have all the things that make their lives comfortable. They have a system that works and functions. And they will be there trying to throw in bombs and trying to suggest to you that you are complaining too much. If you were not willing, you should have stayed here. Look, boss, Play the video of that national service person from Tema for me. A certain young man yesterday, I spoke with him. Tema Metro National Service personnel. He said about 7 out of 10 of all national service people, they are leaving. And he himself, the president of NASPA, if he gets the opportunity, he will leave. Play the video for me.
You know, 715 cedis is nothing to write home about, but and this money doesn't come on time. Sometimes it takes up to look. The new personnel, they've worked for like 3 months now, and they are yet to even finish with their evaluation, the evaluation form, and these are all processes they have to go through before they will get paid. It has not been easy. In fact, being a national service personnel or being a youth in this country, this is very difficult. In fact, you can see that everyone, if you ask the graduates or any youth, 10 out of, when you select 10 people and you ask them whether they would want to travel, everyone wants to leave the country because it has not been easy.
You want to run away?
Everybody. In fact, most of our colleagues are already out.
They have left the country.
They have left the country.
Well, so that who will build the country?
That is the problem we have here.
And it's because the economic situation is not good. They think that they are working hard in the wrong place.
Everything is getting bad. Everything. Look at service personnel. Going through look at this impact. The trouble you pass through in going to school, completing the university, coming out. In fact, even doing national service, look at the frustration. And after national service, going to look for a job. In fact, it's not easy. And no one would want to go through all this when you know you can easily go out there and make it. And so everybody wants to leave. Myself, if I get the opportunity, I will leave because...
Hey, Mr. President.
It has not been easy, in fact. Very, very frustrating. And no one seems to care.
The NASPA president of Tema Metro wants to leave if he gets the opportunity.
Oh, if I get the opportunity, I will leave because it has not been easy.
You don't see any potential around here?
You don't see any potential at all. Very frustrating.
So that was the NASPA president, Tema Metro. Yesterday I spoke with him on 3FM Sunrise, and you should make time to listen. 92.7 is the dial. He said he would leave. As a country, when your young people start thinking about leaving, jumping ship because they see nothing potentially right here, there is a problem. In the 2020 elections, the NDC and John Mahama promised that they were going to create 1 million jobs in 4 years. That's 250,000 jobs annually. The NPP, which the Ghanaian electorate decided to choose for a second term, said they were going to create 1 million jobs in 3 years using Youth Bank, Youth Start, whatever vehicle it was. With the benefit of power, can we sit down and honestly say how many jobs have been created through that vehicle? These are the questions that the vice president must be answering for us, because it works in tandem with the economy. Then there's another sad one. Young people who decide to be entrepreneurial. These are suppliers of books and stationery and uniforms and house dresses and clothes and the rest. Yesterday I spoke to them here as well. They say free SHS is killing their businesses. You know why? Because they say now when they supply the things, it becomes difficult for them to be for it to be paid. They spoke here. We don't have too much time. I would have played that video for you. And they say free SHS is a good initiative, like everybody says. And the Minister for Education, Dr. Yao Duchum, told them, we don't have money to pay you. You can go out there and go and demonstrate. It is your right. The one who owes is telling the one who is owed that you can go out there and demonstrate. It is your right. He told them, you can go out there and go and demonstrate. It is your right. And they even say that at this point, you listen to a bit of the interview.
Yeah.
So it was easier for you to submit and collect the money because the parents had already paid, or they will pay eventually. But in this particular arrangement, because government has taken on the costs, the money was not coming, or the money is not coming.
It's not coming since 2021. It's not coming.
So 2017 you were paid, 18, 19.
When it's applied within 90 days. We were paid.
You expect to be paid
before 2021, but from the 2021 coming, the payment is not good at all.
And what explanation has been given to you?
We will pay. There's no money. This only to this.
Who has been saying this?
Honorable Minister Richard. We've met him severally. Now, our last meeting, he said we can go out and demonstrate. It's our right, and that he's tired.
The minister told you to go and demonstrate.
It's our right.
I said like you can pocket and bath.
You can go out and do it.
Was he angry when he said it?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't angry. I
don't know for him though, but that's what he said.
He was calm.
Yeah, he
said you can go and demonstrate.
He said you can go and demonstrate. It's our right. We can do it. He doesn't fear demonstration. It's our right. Those are his ways. Yeah.
So you see the posture. Minister of Education tells suppliers, go and demonstrate. Ashanti Regional Minister to school feeding people. Oh, you can get off there. Everybody is just pushing the Brian, the champion to Belfast. Oh, move here. We're just talking down on the people. And sometimes these are leaders forget that they are supposed to be servants to the people. Who is leading them? And how are they being led to deliver the public good? My last issue. Let's take me to the airport quickly. Just 1 minute. A portion of Terminal 3 that we spent so much money to build, which has become the envy in West Africa and other parts of the world, is suddenly going bad. Maintenance culture has become a problem there. Maintenance culture has become a problem there. This is a portion around the cafeteria. Look at what the roofs are becoming like. Look at what the roofs are becoming like. Terminal 3, this is an amateur video yesterday. Somebody was traveling out, saw it, and he was so appalled. So he sent it through Simon, my friend, the Dean of the Parliamentary Press Corps, and he sent it to me. Look at it, Terminal 3. Just look at it. Maintenance culture. Yet we have a board at the airport. We have a CEO at the airport. We have National Security Coordinator at the airport. We have a minister in charge of the airport. We have all the professionals. We have people in charge. If you go to the airport, there's somebody in charge of maintenance and facility management. Those people, when they bath, they take their bath, eat their breakfast, and go to work to go and deliver. What do they go and do? What do they go and do? Like this morning, they will go back. I'm sure 2 days ago, they got their salaries. What do they go and do? Good morning. Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Show is on till 10.
Yeah, the answer no ebeson. Subscribe to the channel, no like a video, no share my afro so ensa and kebi. And don't forget, so we adventure ever comment section ho. And I will send it on same bia will be a afa number ya eda o screen so no. You publish it our PENDREAM FM ama sign at Wonka. You be share in the next video. Background.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.